Hi, here's my final project for technology instruction for linguistically and culturally diverse students. If you've heard my name before or recall, I am the librarian for a high school. I have a chance to work with technology and teachers planning projects, but not always seeing them all the way through. So some of my projects are things that I've observed from afar or have seen products. I haven't been actively involved in like classroom delivery. The first one is a project that we used um, for writing a Ferris Bueller kind of day in Chicago for a freshman English class. The teacher wanted the students to write a narrative. I got together resources for the students to use to explore neighborhoods, sites, great ethnic restaurants in Chicago. And he gave this sample here, the Google Docs sample, that shows like an itinerary. If it had been my project, if I were the teacher and or the technology coach for the class, which I kind of am, but not really. There's another person that does that in our building. Um, I might have suggested something with Google Sheets, something that gets to the versatility of a spreadsheet program, where it's not just for numbers and data, but kind of an organizer, graphic organizer if you'd want, but really has some features that are really flexible for organizing information. So I would have pumped up this assignment with a bit of technology skill. He was really interested in writing, so they just kind of made a listing of what they would do and then kind of wrote a couple paragraphs about how they discovered and what they hoped would happen for them. So that's a class project I worked with. The second piece I have here is Pic Collage, which I have seen my son use. He's in middle school and he has a one-to-one iPad school, social studies, English, and this example is from his class that is called Spanish for Spanish Speakers. He went through an immersion program in elementary school, and this is a demonstration that I think would be really great with ELL students examining language, either looking at something like this, which was called an Estados Unidos, like a United State isms or something, where they looked at a word that was English but that has had taken on meaning in Spanish and just kind of took it apart with examples of how it's used in Spanish instead of like the official word. So I think it's a cool way to explore language. Some of the other pieces that he's done also look at topics and are easily supported visually. So I think Piclage, it's fun, like photo app, but it has this other piece that really worked well with their one-to-one iPads, and I think had a good learning curve to make it a positive tool for ELL students. The third project I have here is an observation of a zoology class that used the computer lab. They were dissecting lots of different creatures. Not in the library, thank you very much, but they did need to use the computers in the library. Even though we have a one-to-one Chromebook program, they needed to use the computers to make their videos with Windows Movie Maker. This is a great project. It's term long, so the students are working on it for a number of weeks because they have a real opportunity to dissect starfish, turtles, pigs, of course, lots of different small animals. But they used a PBS program called Inside Nature's Giants and to kind of get these close-up dissection skills. The project, though, if I were to critique it, um, I'd add something to help students with organizing all the information that's required to put into their movie. If you can see from the listing here, they need to take notes. They need to they need to write a script. They need to list things to identify in their dissection. So there's quite a lot of writing to this, and really, she just put together a description of the assignment. A lot of them took it really seriously. I think this is another great opportunity for ELL students because it has, like I'm doing now, a speaking portion. Her project asked them to also narrate the processes that they filmed. So literacy skills are supported with the speaking and the writing in this project. There is one more that I can tell you about, and it is something that I have used just this past spring to promote a library reading award called the Abe Lincoln Young Readers Award. There's a list of 20 nominated books, and students vote on them once a year after reading from the list. Anyways, I promote this with the page from Blend Space or TES Teach. Easy collection of book trailers. And here's a sample of their page where you find the resources using YouTube, Google, Flickr, your own computer hard drive, Google Drive, Dropbox, and just this, open them, drag it, and drop it. And I put together this this spring after the list came out in record time, just collecting a whole bunch of book trailers to promote the list for students. I think, though, that teachers could really, this website, TES Teach, wants to be a tool as well as a lesson sharing location for teachers. So there is a lot of, connected to the standards, describe your content, but, as a page or a link that you would just give to students and have them explore the various documents, videos, images. I think this is a cool tool to have in a teacher work like toolbox, right? So it's the ISTE standards for teachers that talk about teacher exhibiting skills and processes for being an innovative professional. And this would get you right to that spot by using this tool. So thank you for looking at these 4 examples of technology integration for language and culturally diverse students.